Hello, and welcome to the Pediatric Intensive Care Unit, or PICU. The PICU Family Advisory Board is a group of parents who've had a child in the PICU who would like to share their experiences with you. Please recognize, as you undergo this process, you will not do so alone, as members of the medical team will be there to both guide and support you through the process.
I think one of the biggest things that you think about and get concerned about and a fear when you're leaving the PICU is whether or not the next stop on your journey is going to be consistent, and in the next medical team, if they're going to know all they need to know as much as the PICU team did.
Am I going to a facility that will be able to care for my daughter because she was such a complex case? Do they have the right equipment to take care of her?
I was very concerned because we were leaving this wonderful environment where we felt safe.
Transitioning from the PICU to either another unit or at home, and in our case, it was going back home, really has a lot of steps that make the parents feel very comfortable with it.
The resources that were made available to us when we were approaching discharge was the information that the medical team gave us. They walked us through step by step what to expect. Even though we didn't know, we had that information available.
The doctors recommended that we have a nurse come into our home because we were taking care of our son 24 hours a day.
When we arrived at our house with our son, we had to have already made changes so that the room was ready for him and for his care. And a couple examples include installing a rubber mat floor, installing a ventilation system for the room, and wearing masks and gloves, essentially mimicking the hospital environment to the best extent we could.
Some of the changes we had to make to our home was make more room for his medical equipment.
We definitely looked at all the equipment and looked at ourselves and said, how will we ever manage through this?
Later on, we had to make certain accommodations and modifications, such as a stair lift, purchasing new vehicles to give him a better quality of life.
Leaving the PICU was difficult initially. It had become home for us. And anytime you're going away from home to a new home, it's stressful.
And in our case, I think one of the things that I would have liked looking back is probably more time with people in the PICU.
I really believe that the staff, the medical team did everything that we could have ever wanted or expected to prepare us. So in the end, I was glad for everything that they did.
Hi, my name is Gail, and I'm one of the social workers in the PICU. Change is hard, especially when it involves your child, so we encourage you to ask questions and to visit the new unit or facility. Know that the PICU team and your child's ongoing providers are here to support you during this time of transition.